Alright guys, we're back with another video. I know it's been a while since I made a video. Um, just had a lot going on and I'm gonna get into that today. We're gonna talk about mental health. As you see, I have the Yarn Up sweatshirt on that you can get on the TikTok shop. Um, but yeah, I just had a lot going on and we're gonna get into that today, and hopefully after today we have a steady progress of videos every week, hopefully every Friday. We might get 2 videos this week maybe, or in the next couple weeks there might be 2 videos. But yeah, first off, I just want to say thank you all for being patient. If you are watching this video, if you are a subscriber for one, please like and subscribe. And thank you for supporting the channel. And thank you for being patient with me and being back. I just want to say it's been a rough couple, almost 10 months now since I probably made my last video. I want to say maybe 8, because I think my last video was in March or April. Uh, for one, just been dealing with an injury that a lot of you don't know about, but I'm not gonna go into too much detail about that. It's just been bugging me and dealing with being able to run track, and that's just something that I've been dealing with since probably beginning of May, end of April. So I've been dealing with that, but we're doing better now. But the one thing I do want to say, that especially since my sweatshirt says that you are enough, like, you need to remember that, like, a lot of people want to sit here and tell you things and make you feel bad or make you do things that you don't want to do, or like want you to be like them. But just know that, like, you're enough. Like, be the person that you are. Don't be somebody else's person or do things just because that person thinks it's cool. Like, you sit here and you try to impress people, but there's no need to impress them. Like, just be yourself, and if they don't like you for who you are, then you don't need to be around them. And that's something that I've been having to realize, especially since my 4 years of being in college, and also just doing life, especially being an adult. Like, being an adult is something serious, and like, it's something that you have to deal with. Like, it's something you're not gonna get out of doing, and I've realized that. So this is what we're gonna talk about today, and let's get into it. Um. I definitely said I was in a deep, dark place over the past summer. I didn't really want to do anything. I didn't want to work. I quit my job. I was just lost. I didn't know what I really wanted out of life. Like, I, I had a decent season. It wasn't something that I would be talking about. A lot of injuries, but also just, I don't know. The school year went fine. I passed all my classes. I did fine in school. School wasn't bad. It's just hard every day to get up every day and just be somebody, you know? And what I mean by that, it's just hard to get up and be happy every day, for one. But also, it's hard to just be able to talk to people, be able to want to talk to people. And the one person I've really been listening to lately, because I listen to a lot of motivational videos and a lot of different people, David Goggins has been one of an impactful person on my life. And he's somebody that I would definitely want to meet. Like, a lot of people say they want to meet this celebrity, but David Goggins is somebody that is a genuine person that I would want to meet. He's really changed my life just listening to him, and a lot of you may not know who he is, or you know who he is, or don't think that he's talking about the right stuff or doing the right thing, but that man, he is somebody that gets up every day and finds a purpose. Like, even if he don't have a purpose, like, to get up or want to do something, he'll find a will and a way. And that's what it's all about: getting up every day and finding a will and a way to do something. And I think that's the one big thing for me, is I had to find a will and a way, and I think I finally found my will and way to life right now, and I'm really happy right now, and I'm doing great, and I hope that all you watching are doing great, and that you're finding your will and a way. Like, you gotta find your way and your will every day to get up. Like, even if you don't want to get up, you gotta get up and you gotta get after it. Like, sitting in bed all day, sitting in the room all day, like, that's not gonna do anything. Like, if you want something in life, you gotta go get it. Like, go get yours. Like back then, like you had Michael and Kobe, like, and even I would say even LeBron, but really just Kobe. Like he found a will every day and every way to like get after it every day. And so did David Goggins. That man ran a marathon with broken bones in his feet and finished. And he's done so much. He was a Navy SEAL. His mom got abused and so much. But I'm not going to go into too much detail. You can read his books. He's got a couple books out that you can read, and he'll tell you all about it. But for me, like I didn't find my will and way until probably mid July, going into August. Like that's when I felt like I found my purpose, and that was just to just keep going. To be honest, like you may have setbacks, but you just got to keep going. And I had to realize that, and that's something that I want y'all to realize. You have to keep going. You are enough. Like there's no need to give up on life. Like I I'm not gonna say I wanted to kill myself. That's something I would never say or ever like do. But it's life every day. You got to take it by its moments and make sure you cherish every last moment of it, because one day you may not wake up. One day, you may get your life taken from you by some idiot who wants to just blow somebody's brains out. And I just think that's stupid. And I think that every day you got to find a purpose. Like for me, like I feel like for me, every time I go to bed, the next, like, before I go to bed, I think about what am I doing tomorrow? What's going to be my big thing I got to get done tomorrow? And then when I get up in the morning, I make sure I get that thing done. Or you could wake up in the morning and figure it out in the morning. Or you could, middle of the day, like, figure out something to do. But, like, always figure out some time of the day, even in the night, morning, middle of the day, figure out what is my biggest purpose I have to get done today? What can I make better in my life, do better in my life, or even make somebody's day. Like that's something that I would say do. But you just gotta find your will and your way and just get after it. Um, Another topic I wanted to touch on is just mental health in general. Like take breaks. Like if you need a break from your friends, family, team, school, make sure you take that break. Make sure you let your teachers know you need that mental health break. Like make sure you let your family know that you just need a break from everybody. Or if you upset somebody, just tell them that, oh, I'm not making this as an excuse. Let me rephrase that. If you ever like get in, especially if you know you're not in the right headspace and you accidentally got in a fight with your brother, sister, mom, dad, like make sure you go back, apologize. Like make sure that you're you let them know like my mental health was just not right. I was not in the right headspace, especially if that's what it is. But the thing is, just make sure that your headspace is right before you do something stupid. Before you go out there, harm somebody, harm yourself, harm your friends, family, whoever it is. Like you want to make sure that the people around you are safe, that you're safe, and that you're living a good life. Like the past few years, the past maybe year or two, we've seen a lot of rappers OD on drugs just because their mental health wasn't right. My favorite rapper, XXXTentacion, man, may he rest in peace. He didn't even overdose on drugs. He got killed by he got caught he was in the wrong place at the wrong time, got robbed by some people who was envy of what he had. And that's just something that I would never want to see to happen to anybody that I'm close with or anybody that I even know. Like to see your to see a family or friend or just somebody you know get robbed, shot, killed. Like, what if you didn't? What if you ended on bad terms with them the last time you talked to them? Like, that's just something I wouldn't want to see for anybody. But I would definitely say make sure you know who you're around, who you're close with, and make sure that they're in the right space and try to talk them through, help yourself. Um, but yeah, just mental health, man. It's something that can harm you. Like honestly, I didn't in June. I didn't know who I was. I didn't know where I was going in life. Like I honestly didn't even want to come back to school. I I thought it was all over with just my injury and just like I quit my job. I like, what is my purpose in life? Like I didn't even know my purpose. And that's something I would definitely say, like, know your purpose, know what you're doing, where you're going, and what you want to get out of life. Like for me right now, I definitely would say I definitely want to finish up school and become a coach. Like that's something that I've been wanting to do since probably high school, middle school. Like I love sports. I love track. Like track's my main thing. Like I love doing track. Like that's something I would honestly kill for. Like I just love it so much. Like everything about it, and just coaching is just like the best thing to be able to teach other people to be better than you. Like that's something I really want to do and want to do later in life. And you just got to find your passion. That's my passion right now. That's my end goal. Like once I leave here, that's my end goal, to find a job somewhere. I don't know where it's going to be, but man, like that's all my mind is on right now. And even cuz like I don't know if I'm going to run again, and I just know like maybe this is God working in my life. Like this is him showing me like the way to the coaching. Like maybe I'm done running. Maybe I've had my time running, and it's just time to settle down and start coaching and helping others. Like, but I'm fine with that. Like, I didn't have the best track career, but I mean, if coaching's the way now, coaching's the way now, and I'd be so happy to just be a coach and to wake up every day knowing I coaching probably the best sport or one of the best sports ever to ever exist. So that's just me right now, and finally found my purpose, found my mental health, and just right on track. Got it back working and making money, and just things are going great in my life right now. I couldn't ask for anything better, and honestly, I got to give thanks to God. Like he's the one. Like he's working in my life, and I know he's working in other people's life around me, and I gotta thank him. Like this is nobody else. I can't even put this all on myself. Like he got me back on track, and you just gotta trust in God. Like that's the one thing with your mental health. Like if you're ever struggling, like you gotta look to God. Like he's the one that's gonna show you the way, show you where to go, and just trust in him. And honestly, that's what I should really be talking about, just trusting in him. Because before last season, last school year, and everything, I wasn't really trusting in him. I was just trusting in myself to be able to go out there and run every time. And honestly, I had to stop and start thinking midway through last season to trust in him, trust where things were going. Like even like just talking to other people, like I was just having bad times talking to other people, and just a lot of people were just making me upset. And I just started looking towards him, and things just started to turn around slowly but surely. And man, I can't believe it. Like where I'm at now and where I was at last, like halfway through last this year, like beginning of this year, like man, it's so different. And I can't complain. I honestly can't. And God knows I'm enough. God knows you're enough, and you just gotta trust in Him, and just want to be able to wake up and live another day. And mm, I I can't really say that it was me that turned my life around. He turned my life around. He showed me that I was enough, and to trust in him, and he's gonna show me the way. And he did. And every day I thank him. I thank him for the day. Like thank you, Lord. Like he woke me up this morning, got me to have the energy to go to class and to just go to the weight room. Even like I wasn't even feeling it today in the weight room, but I still went, got some work in. I wouldn't say it was efficient, but I got some work in, and like I found that motivation to go. Like I even thought about like David Goggins when I was in the weight room. Like keep going. Like you gotta find that what drives you to keep going, especially in your sport, especially in whatever you're pursuing. Like what drives you to keep going. God's number one, but like what drives you? Like what gonna get you to keep going? And that's what you gotta find. Is it Is it your girlfriend, boyfriend? Is it your parents? Is it yourself to just make it out the trenches? Is it the money? And I know like money shouldn't be it, but like is it you making that money and finally realizing like I finally made it out? Like I know a lot of people that go to college because they're trying to make it out, get their parents out the hood, get their mom, uncle, aunt, whoever out the hood, and just make it out themselves because they've been through so much. And I can't even say that I've lived in the hood or been in the hood, but I know people that's the reason they go to school. That's the reason they play this sport. Especially a lot of those D1 athletes, they want to make it out. They want to make something of themselves. And I even want to make something of myself. But I was in the hood, but like it's something like you eventually want to realize that man, I made it. Like I'm doing what I always dreamed of doing, and whatever that is, go get it. Like I'm gonna tell you, go get it. Like I'm never gonna put somebody down. Go chase your dreams. Like do what you want to do. That's what that's what they're not telling us in school. They telling us about the quadratic formula and all that. Nobody cares about that. Yeah, maybe you might be a math teacher, maybe you might be that, but go get your dream. Like a desk job is something that okay, yeah. But like my dream right now is to be a coach. Like this YouTube thing, like I was hoping this blows up. Like this is my dream too, for this to blow up and for this to be big. Like I'm chasing after my dream right now, and I want you all to go chase after your dream. Like just live life, love everybody, live your life, live it to the fullest. Like go on that trip you've been wanting to go on. Go do this, go do that, but go live your life. Because one day you may not have it. And I realized that this summer, and I'm trying to live my life to the fullest, trying to do everything I can every day to get after it, get better, and just enjoy it. Because I don't know when it's going to be my last day here, but I just want this video to be out there. I want people to know to go get after it. Like, man, like, I'm just living life right now. And I hope you all are too, because there's, there's no turning back. I mean, we all make mistakes. And the crazy thing is, my best friend, his mom told me that she told me and him make mistakes. It's college. You're gonna make mistakes, and I didn't realize that when she said that to me and him, like I just played it off. I was like, I'm not gonna make mistakes, but in life you're gonna make mistakes. And those mistakes are going to turn you into a better person. It's not going to turn you into a worse person, especially if you learn from those mistakes. The only way it turns you into a worse person is if you don't learn from those mistakes. But as people, we need to learn from our mistakes and get better every day. And that's something I had to realize. Like, I'm going to make mistakes. I may say the wrong thing to somebody, or my tone may come off as the wrong thing. But I mean, I'm genuinely trying to get to the root of the problem, or like express myself, because I'm just not going to lie. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. That's one thing. And that's another thing I want to talk about. People may say that I'm mean or I look like I'm mad all the time. I'm not. I'm genuinely happy all the time. And I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and be like, oh, this and that and the third. Like, no. I'm going to tell you the truth. And if you don't like the truth, I mean, too damn bad. Like, I'm not lying to you is not going to help you. It's going to make the situation worse. And honestly, I think that if if you want to sit here and be lied to, I'm the wrong person to be talking to. I mean, go talk to, I don't know if your homie gonna sit there and lie to you, or your girl best friend or whoever, but I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. I'm gonna tell you the truth. If you ask me something, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm gonna tell you what you need to hear, and you could take it from there. You can go bitch and moan to everybody else and say that I said this, I said that, but I told you the truth. And if you didn't like it, I really don't care, because at the end of the day, I'm just trying to, I'm not going to say and protect your feelings, because you need to hear the truth, because there's a lot of people out here that's going to lie to you, and then that's going to get you hurt, or you're going to be hurt because they didn't tell you the truth, and then you're going to complain about that. And that's just something that I honestly would never do to somebody. So, I mean, if you want to be lied to, I don't know who to point you to, but God's never going to lie to you. And I hope your parents or your family or your best friend's not going to sit here and lie to you. But I for sure know that God's never going to lie to you. But yeah, thank you for watching this video. Like, subscribe, comment. If you have any type of video you want to see, or if you know me and you want to come on the channel, hit me up, and share this video with your friends, family, and yeah, uh, just live life is all I gotta say. You're enough, and keep living, keep grinding, and keep pursuing that goal. Keep pursuing who you are as a person. Keep pursuing that end goal, that goal that's gonna get you. That when you know you're on your deathbed, that you lived life and that you knew you got after it. That's all it's about, just getting after it. Trusting in God and just getting after it. And if you mess up, or if you find out that you're not going the right way about it, you got to go back to the drawing board. But yeah, like, subscribe, and comment.